How's it going, guys? And welcome back on another live stream. This is EVlog coming to you live, and today we will be I will be breaking down the episodes that I have watched this week, and the name of this show today, it's called EVlog Anime Analysis. Now today will be episode 2. The animes that I'll be breaking down will be Rurouni Kenshin, Windbreaker, Dragon Ball Daima, and Solo Leveling. And before we get into it, let me just say right now, ladies and gentlemen, I would be a liar if I tell you guys that your contribution doesn't help the channel. It really helps the channel in a big way. So if you love the channel, if you love the content, please use the super chat to ask your questions. I'm on my journey to hitting 50,000 subscribers, and I know rest assured that I will not be able to get there if you guys don't support the channel. So please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, and stay tuned on the channel and in the community tabs as well, because I do post regularly in the community tab. So please use the super chat. And let's get into it. First of all, let me set the super chat goal for today. I'll make it 5 super chats overall. If I get 5 super chats, right now I can do Q&A even if someone uses super chat to ask questions. I don't have to reach 5 super chats, although it would be great if I hit 5 super chat. It would definitely help out a lot if I hit my goal for today. I realized yesterday I did not set it up, but I'm setting it up right now. And for some of you guys who may not be aware, Q&A is question and answer. So I'll set it up right now for 1 hour while I'm live. If I hit super chat, hopefully I will reach my goal for today for 5 super chats. All right. Now the super chat has started. Last week I was able to hit my goal last week, I think so. Hopefully this week, hopefully today, I will hit the goal 5 super chat. I'm really looking forward to see how it feels. And I'm going to find some type of a bell or a sound when any one of you uses super chats. I will hit that button, and that button will make a sound. It's like a sound effect kind of thing. I'm still working on it. Maybe I will use one today, but I'm really looking for a particular sound that will match my kind of personality, my content, and the kind of stuff that I do. So I'm looking for a sound. If you guys have any, if you have any opinion on that, please let me know on how to get a sound for super chat and how I can integrate it into the super chat technology, so that when any one of you guys uses super chat, it will make that sound. I'm trying to, kind of give you guys something for your money, because if you know me very well, I always want to find a way to give you guys back, to give back to you guys, to make it worthwhile for coming to the channel, for supporting the channel. I'm always offering something like how to get in shape. If you have any questions on that, and if you watch some of my videos, I always try to give you guys extra stuff. Whenever I'm doing reaction videos, mostly trailers, I try to elaborate what is going on. So I'm going to maybe I wouldn't do it today. Maybe next week when I go live again, I will probably have some type of a sound effect for you guys that use super chat, to make it special for you guys that are using super chat. Okay, so let me start off today's EVlog anime analysis episode 2 on Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin Season 2, Episode 17. It wasn't really much, but I would do the best. I would try the best I can to break it down for you guys. It started off, basically, it was mainly Saito Hajime trying to prevent what Shushio is currently planning. Saito Hajime understands that Shushio has a lot of men in his arsenal, and he can dispose of them. He can use them any way he sees fit. So Saito Hajime figures out that in order to kind of equal the playing field, he's gonna need some of his men to patrol the streets, to patrol the areas, and to stop anything that looks fishy, which he did, because it starts off with Shushio's men trying to light a fire somewhere and see someone coming, and they skedaddle, they ran away because they, those are punks, those are like his underlines, right? And they ran away because they saw someone coming. And Saito Hajime decides to deploy his soldiers to patrol the street to make sure that it's safe, which I think that it's really not gonna do much, although it helps because it kind of stopped those underlying from doing what they wanted to do. And the episode moved forward to Saito Hajime questioning one of Shushio's men, the one that was locked up, and trying to gather more information to prevent what is going on. Like I said before, with how many men, how many warriors, how many killers Shushio has in his arsenal, it's going to be very difficult to stop all of them. Saito Hajime, Sagara, Kenshin are the only one who I believe that are in the defensive line, are on the line to stop Shushio's men. There is a lot of them. And let's not forget the underlines who can try to distract our warriors. So are we ever going to see Sojiro make an appearance to fight with Kenshin? Are we going to see the old geezer that Yoshi defeated? Right now as it stands, Kyoto is an uproar. It's not safe right now. That's the reason why Saito Hajime deployed most of his soldiers to help facilitate the safety of people in Kyoto. But Shushio is looking forward not just for Kyoto, he's looking to conquer Tokyo, he's looking to conquer Japan if the chance is given. And towards the end of it, Kenshin made an appearance. Kenshin came to the police station, and Sagara deployed some type of a devastating, not really devastating, he punched him pretty much. He punched him for leaving him behind, for deciding to do this all by himself, which now I cannot understand the reason why Kenshin wanted to do it all by himself, but I also understand the fact that he can't do it all alone. As much as Kenshin has learned this move of his, as much as Kenshin has acquired this ability, he's still one-man person. He can't fight, or if it's gonna fight Shushio's men one by one, maybe he has a fighting chance. And let's not forget, these men are high class terrorists. Like, they are high class recommended assassins. They don't play around. If Kenshin is able to get through one of them, if one of them lands a devastating blow on him or a cut, it's gonna matter if he faces the other one, which I don't think they'll even allow Kenshin to fight them one by one. If Shushio sees that he's losing, he can easily ask his men to attack all at once. If they attack all at once, as much as we know Kenshin is strong, I don't think that Kenshin can take Shushio's men all by himself. Now, with Saito Hajime and Sagara involved, it will help out. It will help the situation, but I don't think it will help it to that extent, because numbers plays a huge factor in this situation. And knowing how Sagara fights with his fist, so he's gonna have to be in a close range combat to actually have a devastating attack on his opponent, while most of these guys, most of Shushio's men, fight long range attacks. That also matters because Sagura will have to be in a close range situation to actually land a blow. I think Saito Hajime is the same as well, but Saito Hajime can also use swords as well. So I'm looking forward to see how this all levels up. All right, the first super chat of the day is from Love One Piece Forever. How's it going, brother? Love One Piece Forever. Can you play Undertale? I never seen Undertale Yellow plot. I want to see you play them. What is Underplay? Is it a game? I guess, judging from what you're saying, it's a game. Is it on like what console is it? Is it Xbox? Is it PS4, PS5 console? Is it on PC? I would like you to elaborate a little more. Love One Piece Forever. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I'm definitely working on a sound effect. I'm working on it. I'm not sure when I will bring it to life. Hopefully I will use this week to work on one. And I'm not sure how I'm going to integrate it with the super chat situation so that whenever you lovely and supporting audience donate, I will make it special for you and play that sound. I will take my time this week to work on one that is beneficial, one that befits this, one that is proper for this channel and for my personality, So thank you for your super chat. Please let me know, Love One Piece Forever, what console Undertale is. But let me continue. I will look at it when I'm done breaking down the contents that I have today. I will look at this Undertale thing and then make sure there's no copyright situation, because when you play video games, it can go two ways. It's a 50-50 thing with playing video games online. Some of them has copyright situation with them, some of them don't. So as I was saying, Kenshin arrived at the police station and Sagura punched him for leaving them behind, for trying to do this all by himself. And and that ended that episode. Now I'm glad that Sagura has leveled up a little bit. That devastating punch of his, I'm sure he's going to do just fine. And Sagura is not a punk, he's not a weakling. He is very strong and durable. So I'm looking forward to see what type of fight are we gonna get. I know that episode 17 of season 2 did not really give us much to go with. It just showed what is happening. I think they're trying to expand it a little bit. They're taking their time, but I think on the next episode, I don't see reason why this fight will not happen, because on episode 17, Shushio and all his assassins circled in one area, and including his underlines, and he gave them a pep talk. He motivated them, and based on how that scene went, they are ready to attack. They are ready to come for Kyoto, Tokyo, and all Japan. So I'm looking forward to see the next episode. This attack got to, this fight has to happen now, because, I don't see any reason why the next episode should not be or will not be the battle for survival of Kyoto. So that ends Rurouni Kenshin. The next topic that I would like to talk about is Windbreaker. Windbreaker, this past week, I did 4 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, and now I'm currently on episode 10. It was an outstanding battle. Let me say this, Windbreaker is just different. It just hits different. the fight between Sakura and Togame was pretty awesome. As the fight went on, Togame started to wonder, like just the pace of the fight, the reasoning, and Togame started to not doubt himself really, but he started to wonder, why are we even fighting? Why is this all happening all of a sudden? We've lost 3 fights or 2 fights thus far. This is not what Shishidorin should be all about. And he started reminiscing, to the point where he looks at Choji, and then he started reminiscing some more, and the fight continued. But in the end, Sakura won the fight, not because Sakura won it straight up, but I would say, in general, Sakura did win the fight. But you guys know what happened on that fight. Towards the end, Togame held back his punch and went right into Sakura's punch, right? If the fight had continued, let me say the way it turned out was perfect. It was perfect because it gave the room on what happens next. Now the captains takes up the stage. They go up the stage, and it's time for the captain of Bofrin and Shishidorin to duke it out, which was awesome, which I really, really loved it. It was an awesome fight. Watching Choji this whole time, I knew that he's fast. I knew that he's quick on his feet. All that jumping and leaping he's doing every time, all excited to fight. I knew that once this guy fights, there's a reason why he's a leader, there's a reason why he behaves the way he does, and there's a reason why he wants to challenge Bofrin. Of course, Yumemiya, on the other hand, is not a pushover. He is not a pushover. Yumemiya's characters towards the end was just that damn good, which I would talk about. So, Yumemiya, Choji, one-on-one, the fight starts. And of course, just as I predicted, Choji, like his reflexes, it is off the charts. I would say that his reflexes, it kind of overwhelmed Yumemiya for a little bit, right? His reflexes overwhelmed Yumemiya just a little bit. And as the fight continues, it is made clear that Choji is not fighting for what he should be fighting for. Choji's believes it was that he wants to be strong, and if he's strong, he wants everyone in Shishidorin to be strong as well and to never lose a fight. I believe Togame, when he was reminiscing, he understood that I allowed this to get to this point. Had I fought Choji on his new beliefs, when he decided that anyone that loses a fight on Shishidorin will be kicked out. There is no room for anyone who slacks around. Togame understood in the end, which was the reason why he allowed Sakura to win the fight, to see if it will change Choji's mind. When Choji got on this stage and Togame was about to get up, Choji gave him a devastating kick. Oh my goodness. I thought Togame is going to shit on himself with that kick. Choji gave, I thought the bat is going to pee on him because no one saw that kick coming. But for some reason, I'm not surprised that he kicked him like that, because he's the leader, and whatever Choji has done to others, he is also going to do it to his lieutenant. So he kicked him so hard that Sakura had no choice but to want to fight Choji himself. But Yumemiya held him back and told him, listen, you've done your part. You've done a good job. Let me handle it from here on out, right? And as the fight between Yumemiya and Choji began, Choji kind of overwhelmed Yumemiya, like I said before. And along the line, it is clear that Choji's believes his determination and his philosophy is definitely wrong. He has lost his way because Shishitori was supposed to be like Bofrin. Actually, they were happy at the time. They were very family like, just like Bofrin. But along the line, somehow, some way, Choji got this idea that it is time for for Shishitori to be greater than it was. That anyone that loses a fight, anyone that forfeits a fight, anyone that gets beat up loses their jacket, which means they'll be kicked off. And before they get kicked off, they will be beaten up mercilessly before they get kicked off. Which was the reason why Game, I believe on episode 2, on episode 3, when one of Bofrin members crossed over the territory and Game shows up to stop the fight, goes to his teammates that lost the fight and beat the crap out of him. And Choji started losing the fight. And of course, he started losing because Umemiya understands Choji. He knows Choji, the Choji that he's familiar with. And as Umemiya talks sense into Choji, Choji begins to go into a turmoil battle with himself. The current him and the before him and the current him started fighting a turmoil battle. And Choji understands that he has lost his ways, that Shishitori was supposed to be a family gang that cares for one another, that understands each other, that looks out for each other and protects each other, not with the brute force he tried to make it. And along the line, the turmoil inside him became a reality. And when Choji understood that, you know what, I no longer have the will, my punches are no longer doing much damage to Umemiya, my kicks are no longer doing much damage to Umemiya, and when I look, I see my best friend Game is looking at me, and his look tells me that it's time for a change. It's time to stop all of this brute force thing, and it's time for this one man thing that you're trying to do. It's time, let's go back to how we were. Because the reason why Game decided to take the burden upon himself was to see Choji smile again, because it was made clear that when Choji was Choji, the real Choji, everybody was smiling, everybody was happy, everybody was involved. It was like a family gang thing. But when Choji decided to take the route that he took, Game blamed himself as well for not fighting for his belief, for not taking charge and questioned Choji, because he wants Choji to keep fighting, to keep smiling, so that everybody will be happy, it will be like a family gang thing. And Game took it upon himself to be the one to discipline their teammates should they lose a fight. And even that, instead of that bringing them closer, that separated them, right? They were, Choji was alone. He was alone this whole time, right? It was no longer the same as it was. So in the end of it all, Bofrin won all the fights, and Choji decided to give his team, his gang, to Umemiya, which is, at that point, Umemiya solidified my respect for him. At that point, when Choji realized that, you know what, I have lost my way, I can no longer lead these people. I have betrayed them, I have betrayed their trust, and I am, as a leader, have lost. So there, I don't see the need to continue to be the leader of Shishitori. And he wanted to hand it over to Umemiya. Umemiya said, Hell no, I don't want to take your team. What do you think this is? That's a lot of men to control. That's a lot of men to look out for. You continue to be the leader. You take up the charge. And at that point, Umemiya solidified my respect. I cannot see Umemiya. I look at him as Hashirama Senju. There is something about Umemiya's character that reminds me of Hashirama Senju from Naruto. Shout out to Naruto. You know what I mean? Like his character, his demeanor, the way he speaks to his colleagues or his disciples, if I would say that, the way he speaks to his subordinates, the way he presents himself. You know, the guy is planting. You know, he's just living a chilled life. But make no mistake about it, when the time comes for him to throw his fist, he is as monstrous as his calmness. That's why when you see people that smile, that are happy, you know, his character represents so many things that I know of already. The people that you see smiling and are happy and are very family-like, they're always smiling, they're always, you know, family-oriented. Those people, don't take their smile, don't neglect it, don't take it for granted, because when they turn that smile into anger, into purpose, it is as devastating as their smile. So Umemiya solidified my respect right there. And they, you know, both Bofrin team and Shishitorin team came together, or their leaders came together to eat and to reconcile their differences, right? And I like the way it was perfectly done that way. And now Shishitorin, even though it's been somehow revived, there is still turmoil, because now Choji is going to have to go with Togen to Shishitorin to reconcile with their members, right? To rebuild their emotional trust, to rebuild their trust with their leader and leader to his subordinates. So I'm not sure what's going to happen on the next 3 episodes, episode 11, 12, and 13. After this live stream, I'm going to watch it, and I will be posting it sometime this coming week. So stay tuned. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Turn on the notification bell button and like the live stream, man. Like the videos, like the live stream. So I will be bringing it to you guys, and that ends my review on Windbreaker. So the next anime I would like to address will be Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Daima episode 17. Now, for the past couple of episodes, for a while now, it's not just me. Most of you audience are kind of, if you're not 50-50 with Dragon Ball Daima, you're kind of shitting on it. Now, like I said before, am I glad that Dragon Ball Daima gave us couple of history or a couple of information that we did not know this whole time? I'm glad for that. Dragon Ball Daima gave us Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is a canon thing for us to witness. He also gave us the name of the Supreme Kai. He also gave us information on Piccolo's father and his people. He also gave us a little bit of an information on Deborah, his lineage, his background, and a little bit more on Supreme Kai, because now we know that he has a brother and a sister. So he has families. We didn't know this whole time. I'm not sure if they're going to give us more information on it, on Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know. But besides those information, for what it's worth, I would say that they have kind of messed up certain things on Dragon Ball Daima. They have the opportunity to give us an outstanding show. Since Super is not coming back this year, I'm not sure if it's coming back this year. I'm just saying right now, since I think Super is not coming back this year, I'm not sure about the manga. I heard yesterday someone commented on my live stream yesterday. I think his name was Block, shout out Block, and said that Dragon Ball Daima manga is going to continue sometime this month. Is that a good thing? Yes, that's a good thing. I mean, let them keep writing, right? Let them keep writing. Let them keep creating. But it's been long overdue for Dragon Ball Super. Overall, for what it's worth, is it a way to remind the fans, hey, there's still Dragon Ball here. Dragon Ball Super, remember Dragon Ball Super, remember Dragon Ball Z, remember the OG Dragon Ball? Is it a way to remind kids or remind the OG fans like myself and yourself about that Dragon Ball still exists? Hey, I can understand it, but give us something that is Dragon Ball worthy. Goku and Vegeta and his Super Warriors fighting laser and tanks. That's bullshit. That is totally bullshit. Since when did we stoop down so low to Goku and Vegeta fighting tanks and lasers? If this was Goten and Gotrunks, or Gotrunks or Trunks and Gotenk doing this, I can understand it because it's kid stuff. I don't want to ever watch Dragon Ball or anything Dragon Ball and feel like I'm watching Star Wars. That's a no-no. That's a total no-no. That's bullshit. That's BS. You know what I mean? Ain't no way I want to ever watch anything Dragon Ball and I think as if I'm watching Star Wars. I'm not even a fan of Star Wars to begin with. I have watched a couple of clips, a couple of things here and there, but overall, I'm not a fan. And I'm not shitting on Star Wars, but it's just that giving me a flash of Star Wars. I don't want it, man. Come on. What's with lasers and tanks? Well, you know, giving us 3 captains, 3 Goma's captain, thinking that they're gonna worth something, they're gonna give Vegeta a good fight. Vegeta took them down with ease. What the hell is going? Anyways, episode 17. It came down to Goku versus Majin Buu. Whoever wins will get the other person's Dragon Ball. That's what it came down to. And I was like, perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. Goku is not fighting Majin Buu, he's fighting Majin Buu. And I've been wanting to see what Majin Buu will do. How far... Listen to this. I'm about to see what Majin Buu will do. Do. You know? Because Majin Buu easily, effortlessly defeated Tamagami number 3. Effortlessly. While Goku and Vegeta had to turn into either Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 3 to defeat their Tamagami. So, knowing that Goku is about to fight Majin Buu, I'm like, yes. Because I don't care who fights Majin Buu, really, to be honest. Whether if it is Vegeta, whether if it is Goku, whether if it is Piccolo. It would have been nice to see Piccolo, but for the fact they put Goku up against Majin Buu, I'm like, we're going to get a good fight. And it was a good fight, don't get me wrong. It was a good fight. But they should have used episode 17, the whole episode 17, to give us a good fight. To their defense, because I like to, you know, to their defense, I can see why they didn't want to do that. But then again, if you don't want to use the whole episode 17 to give us a good fight between Goku and Majin Buu, because you don't want to let us know who is stronger, you don't want to let us know how their fight would have ended, does that mean that you're reserving Buu and Goku on a future battle? If you're not gonna do that, if they're not gonna do that, then what the heck was the point of not allowing them to continue fighting and see this to the end? If Dragon Ball Daima is going to end this month, I think I heard there is an article that I read on Facebook that says Dragon Ball Daima finishes this month on the 28th of February. So if you're gonna end the show anyways, why not give us a good ass fight between Goku and Majin Buu? Because after all of this, I'm not sure Majin Buu or Majin Buu will be in the future Dragon Ball Super content. I don't think so, because this is Demon Ram. We have an awesome opportunity for an awesome fight, an awesome battle, right? To give the fans an opportunity to relive, maybe get a good flashback of Goku fighting Majin Buu. I'm not even going to go into the details of the fact that Majin Buu and Majin Buu should be evil because they use the essence coming from Majin Buu. I'm not going to go because I've already talked about it yesterday on my live stream. You can go watch it. But knowing the fact that there is potential, there is something about Majin Buu that I've been wanting to explore, which is I want to know the depth of his powers. Because if you see how he fights, if you see his demeanor, and when he really gets mad, and we kept getting a flashback when Buu gets angry, when the fat Buu gets angry, you see him blow those steams. When Goku gave a devastating punch to Majin Buu, I keep saying Buu, Majin Buu ate that punch. He literally absorbed it. He ate it up like it was nothing. And he got mad, but he ate that punch. He took it like a Buu or do would do, like, you know what I mean? So that was an opportunity for us to see a good ass fight. Even if they make it 2 episodes, I would have loved to see the depth of Majin Buu. Because if we don't get this opportunity now, I don't think we will ever have this opportunity. This is a good opportunity since you've created something out of Buu's essence. Since Arisu has created something that holds a good chunk of Majin Buu's DNA, and he took out Tamagami number 3 easily, effortlessly, and there's this thing that I'm getting that in his core, he's evil. Like, if you watch Majin Buu, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't think I should explain any further on Majin Buu, but we had an opportunity to get a good fight. If you gave us Tamagamis and we saw the fights and the fight started and ended, and other battles that we've gotten, Vegeta, all these things, why not give us a battle between Goku and Majin Buu to its end? Why did Goma had to interrupt it? Because the fight just started. You know what I mean? If you're trying to rush Daima, why give it to us if you're trying to rush it? Let me say that again. If you're trying to fast-pace Daima to an end, why give it to us in the first place? Because this is an opportunity for us to see what these two can really do. How much depth can Majin Buu go? They really messed up that fight. Goma interrupting it shouldn't have happened. It should have been whoever that wins, unless if they do not want us to know who is stronger between Majin Buu and Goku, because right now we can't really say who's stronger, because Goma coming up interfering in the match kinda it took something out of Majin Buu's character. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that sees that. Let me go to Super Chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Jimmy is back once more, bro. Shout out to Jimmy. Now, Jimmy, let me give you an update, a quick update on what I'm planning here. I am going to find a sound bite or some type of a sound that reflects my personality, this channel's personality, so that anytime any one of you guys uses Super Chat to donate, I will play that sound in order to show my appreciation. I'm gonna have two sound bites next week on my next live stream. I'm gonna have two sound bites. One for anyone that uses Super Chat to donate, and the other one will be when I reach my goal. If I set up a goal and I'm able to reach that goal, I'm gonna use another one as a celebration, you know? So I will use this week to find a sound bite so that I will use that to show my appreciation to each and every one of you that uses Super Chat to support your boy. So Gemily said, "Good morning, sir. I watched your live stream yesterday. In my opinion, I think Goku would find a way to beat Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3, and also please do a live stream for Hunter x Hunter." Okay, all right. And the next one is, Daima really couldn't make Third Eye Goma unique. They made him look like Jiren. Or definitely they did. They definitely, Jiren Dragon Ball GT is definitely better there. There is something original about it. Also, if you can talk about GT as well, that would be great. Okay. Well, about Goku beating Vegeta, I don't doubt it. I can see why that Goku will find a way, but I know that has always been everyone's mindset. And I can understand that because of Dragon Ball Z and everything else. But let me remind you guys that Vegeta, his philosophy, his mentality, his way of thinking has drastically changed. Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z is no longer Vegeta that we're witnessing now. Vegeta now is totally different. I know with Dragon Ball Super, Goku won the Tournament of Power. But no, not that he won. He fought Jiren and he tapped into this Ultra Instincts thing. I understand. I get it. I'm not even gonna fight you guys on that. But let me also remind you guys that Vegeta is no longer the same Vegeta that is so dense on Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta is, his character is developing in such a good way. Vegeta is starting to listen to Whis, because Whis told him, if you continue to focus on power alone, you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve. You're not going to get there. But if you focus on your mental state and relax your muscle and fight with you without thinking all the time, without having a chip on your shoulders, you will definitely surpass that warrior that is always one step ahead of you. And the episode where on Dragon Ball Super where Vegeta asked Whis to train him before Goku even went to train, Vegeta already got there, if you guys remember. Whis said to Vegeta, I will train you so long as, okay, so long as you promise to be the next god of destruction. That's the only way I'm gonna agree to train you. And Vegeta agreed. So there might be a twist along the line of Vegeta surpassing Goku. I'm not sure if that will ever happen, but let me just say that Vegeta, his character is slowly changing to a different person. Not totally a different person, but his mindset is starting to develop to a point where he may somehow be equal to Goku or surpass him. I'm not sure if that will happen because I do understand most of you guys, if not all of you, are into the manga world. I'm not sure if that will ever happen, but I'm just kind of projecting what I see happening. Okay. And Gemini also advised Daima really couldn't make Third Eye Goma unique. They made him look like Jiren, which they did. They definitely bombed Goma's transformation. They made him, he looks like a cousin, Jiren's cousin or something. Goma literally looks like cousin or Jiren's cousin or some type of thing like that, or a member of a lost cousin or something. Dragon Ball GT is definitely better there. There is something original about it. If you can talk about GT as well, that would be great. So let me know exactly what you want me to talk about on GT, Gemini. If you have any ideas on GT, any prospects, any versus fight, well, I could do Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Super Saiyan 4. Who would win in a fight? I could do something like that. I could do Baby Vegeta versus Super Android. Who would win in a fight? You know? Jim Lee said, I don't know if you're thinking about playing games in your channel, but if you are, I would recommend Final Fantasy 16. You're going to like it a lot. Trust the side missions are annoying, but it's worth it. There is a lot of Dragon Ball Z reference in it, okay? Well, playing video games, so long as there's no copyrights, okay? If there are no copyrights, I will, see to it. I will look into it because I do have PS5 console sitting right up there. So I will look into it if it is something else that I can look into of doing. How long is it? How many hours is it to play Final Fantasy 16? Hopefully it's fun. From what I'm seeing in Daima, it looks like Majin Buu and Ku are going to end up being good. I'm disappointed, man. It was cool to see Super Saiyan 3 Goku again. Yep, you and me are both. It's cool to see Super Saiyan 3 Goku once again, but just like I've been saying, it is very disappointing to see that they messed it up with Majin Buu because he has potential and we all can see it. We all can see at any point in time he can disobey Arinsu, even though Arinsu made sure that Maba put a restriction on the creation so that Majin Ku or Majin Buu will be loyal to her. But I could see that when I saw Buu and how he acts, I can tell that at some point there's going to be a twist where we get the same situation between Babidi and Majin Buu, how Majin Buu decided to take out Babidi for being such a nuisance around him. I was thinking that we might get another twist where Majin Buu will absorb his brother, Majin Ku, and with that amount of power up, with that amount of energy, with that amount of strength, with that amount of Zenkai boost, he will be strong enough to override whatever restriction Maba put on him courtesy of Rinsu. That was the plot or the twist that I was looking for, because he has so much potential to be such a menace. I think Majin Buu would have been a better menace than Goma. What do you guys think about that? I believe that Majin Buu would have been a better option to be a menace than Goma. Goma from the get-go was not, like, I didn't see him from the get-go as someone who can amount to be a super villain. Really. From the get-go. Right? Even though they give us a premonition that Goma is not to be messed with. But along the line, as I continue to watch the show, he's a joke. He's a joke. Goma is a joke. I'm telling you right now, Goma was this whole time. Throughout the series, Goma was a joke. I don't see him beating Krillin in a fight. I don't even see Goma beating Yamcha in a fight. If it's not for the third eye he inserted in himself, I don't see him beating Yamcha in a fight. Seriously, he's a joke. I believe and I think Majin Buu would have been a better option. Majin Buu would have been a better option than Goma. Goma is a joke. Even right now, as it stands, does the third eye make him look cool to be a befitting villain, a worthy villain? Yeah, maybe. But I believe Majin Buu would have been a better menace than Goma. That's what I think. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Like, seriously, Majin Buu would have been a better villain than Goma. Because as soon as he was created, you can see there's some type of, there is something about him. There is something about him. And the fight he had with Goku was going so well. It was progressing so well. I don't know the reason why they had Goma interfere on that fight. Why did they interfere? They could have used the whole 17 episode or make it 2 episodes. God damn it. We deserve a good fight for once. If Dragon Ball Daima was not designed to last that long, at least give us an awesome, a memorable fight. No one is going to remember Tamagami number 1, number 2, number 3. No one is going to remember that. I don't even think that we will remember Goku versus Goma, really. Because Goku is not going to fight him all by himself. He's going to have all these guys helping him too. So it's not memorable. Give us something memorable. Give us a memorable villain. Majin Buu absorbing Majin Buu, and with that Zenkai boost, able to override whatever restriction Rinsu has put on him to obey her at all times. And if that restriction was taken off, Majin Buu would have been a better worthy candidate to be a super villain. Because we know that his fight with Goku was going so well. Goku gave him a good ass punch and Goma took it. Goma ate that punch like a champ. And he got mad, just like Buu would do. Whenever Buu gets mad, the fat Buu, he blows up these steams. You can see that the fight is starting to progress, where the fight is going to get serious. And at that point, I was looking forward to, all right, now we're going to see what Majin. Now I'm going to see, finally, I'm going to see what Majin Buu can really do. Do. I'm going to see how depth he is. How strong he is, the depth of his power, because you can see that he does have depth and he is designed to be a villain. Like, look at him. Look at Majin Buu. Look at his demeanor. Look at how he looks at Goku. You know, when Goku stepped up to him and he looks at Goku and then he said something and then he, like, there is room there. There is something there. We had something. And they robbed us from it. And I don't think it's cool. I don't think that is cool at all. They messed it up. And I believe that once Dragon Ball Daima is finished, that's it. I don't think we're ever going to see Majin Buu ever again or we're gonna see Majin Buu ever again, because I do not foresee in the future of seeing them in Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Daima was pretty much for kids, really. I would say that Dragon Ball Daima is being used to bring some kids from kids to teenager level, to bring them into the show, to usher a new generation right into Dragon Ball Super. I think that's what it's all about. It wasn't really designed for us OG fans, really. Like, am I happy that they give us some information on it? Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, Nerai, Supreme Kai's name, information on Piccolo's father, Demon Rem, Deborah, what happened? Arinsu was there the whole time. She was there to collect Majin Buu's DNA while, Majin Buu was a menace. I'm happy about all of that. But to be honest, aside that, they really didn't make this show worthy as it should have been. They did not make it worthy at all. Dragon Ball GT Kid Goku situation was a better factor than what they give us on Dragon Ball Daima. Because you can match Dragon Ball Daima, match it with Dragon Ball GT a little bit because Goku was a kid. But even on top of that, Kid Goku on Dragon Ball GT, the arc and the genre is so much better. It was a good quality show than Dragon Ball Daima. That's what I'm saying. You know. Please look into it. Thanks, Final Fantasy 16 is about 35 hours long. Oh, damn, there are 3 episodes left. Well, it kind of makes sense based on the fact that Daima is ending on February 28th. I don't think that there is much they can do with 3 episodes at this point. They could have they could have expanded it a little more by having us see Majin Buu versus Goku to see the depth of what he can do. And something tells me that if that fight had continued, I don't think Goku would have won, because unless if he turns into Super Saiyan 3, I'm not sure how much Super Saiyan 3 Goku will match against Majin Buu, because Goku turned into Super Saiyan. I'm not really sure if it is Super Saiyan 2 or the first Super Saiyan, and punched Majin Buu, and Majin Buu ate that punch up. He chewed it. He took it. And he got mad. And every time Majin Buu gets mad, or Buu or whatever, every time they get mad, they get stronger. That means they're about to take things seriously. And the fight was progressing to a point. I'm going to be like, man, this is what I've been looking for. And in that moment, here comes Goma, interferes the matchup. I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go once again. They had something going. We had something going right here. And then they robbed it from us. Once again. Like, ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. So, let me continue with the breakdown. So along the line, of course, Goma interferes, and we loses probably the best moment that I've been looking forward to on Dragon Ball Daima ever since Majin Buu was created. I'm like, all right, let me see how this is gonna go. I'm disappointed already, but let's see. Goma interferes and creates a ring, to fight the warriors. And Vegeta, Piccolo, everybody gets involved. And as they're losing the match, Arinsu decides, you know what? If I let this continue, when Goma is done with these guys, Goma is going to come after me. And I'm not going to let that happen because he knows I have betrayed him by now. He knows that I'm trying to steal these Dragon Balls to myself. And he knows that I've double-crossed him. So I'm not going to wait to see what happens. I'm going to fight for my self as well. I'm gonna fight, and she sends Majin Ku and Majin Du to fight, which I think it was a worthy thing. It was a noble thing to do that. But even at this point, I'm like, the whole thing that they were doing, Rinsu, it's gonna be the next person that's gonna create something, and she is keeping Majin Ku and Majin Du at bay. That we got something going on there, because in order to get that Dragon Ball from her, there's gonna be a fight, and if there's gonna be a fight, she might actually tell Majin Du to absorb Majin Ku to make him stronger, which will create a plot making Majin Du evil. So that is gone now. Arinsu sends Majin Ku and Majin Du to go help the others fight. I'm like, okay, at this point, Arinsu is no longer an evil person. She has turned from a side villain a little bit to a good person now, because now it's a noble thing to see even your brother and the others fighting, to send your warriors to go give them a helping hand. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Goma is the only badass now. Goma is the only evil thing that is left to fight. And once that is done, it's done. We're no longer gonna, once Daima is over, the chance of making Du an outstanding villain, which would have been better than Goma, we've lost that opportunity. So there goes the review from Dragon Ball Super episode 17. Now I'm going to move forward. The last but not the least, Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling, Season 2, Episode 6. Whew, let me drink water for this. Because for this, I gotta drink water. Now, let me start with the first minutes of the episodes. So, the episode starts off on Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 6, with Chai Hee curious about Song Jiwoo. So curious to the point that she's been told that Song Jiwoo went inside this dungeon to work. But she wants to see Song Jiwoo once again. She doesn't want to wait. The girl is so curious, so hot for Song Jiwoo at this point. Which I don't blame her. She's curious. She's been taken off her feet without even knowing it. She's determined to go see what is going on in this dungeon. This particular guy that I gave a phone call to Hunter Associations to give me a record on this personnel, and they told me, knowing who I am, knowing my credentials, knowing my persona, knowing my level of experience in the hunting industry, tells me that this particular guy's information is classified. Not only is he good looking, not only does he smell good, but for some reason I can't get any information on him. I am curious, and you know how women are sometimes, yeah, I'm not being misogynistic or anything, but she's at this point very, very curious to know more about Song Jiwoo, to the point where she chased him right inside that dungeon. And she went in there with what is it called? Please put it on the chat box. She went in there with, what was it again? what was it? She went there with an axe pick or something. With an axe pick. And before she even arrived, the captain, knowing fully well, I think his name was Kihon, the captain, because we know towards the ending of the previous episode, the chief, the orc chief, his name is Karlagan, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's his name, right? 1 second. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing his name correctly, that I don't butcher his name. Kargogan. Kargogan made sure to bring the hunters to his chambers because he gave them two options. It's either you come see me or you all will die down here. It's like, if you guys remember the first Resident Evil movies, the queen that facilitates the whole building, the way she speaks, you are all going to die down here. Like, you know? So, Kargolan or Kargulgan gave them two options. And they took the first option, to go see him. Upon their arrival, the captain of the hunter, the captain, Kyuhon, can see that these guys are well-organized orc. They don't play around. They are well-organized soldiers. And you can see where Kargulgan is sitting. He has, I believe, 4 royal guards surrounding him. And for some particular reason, Kyuhan lost his mind. The guy literally lost his effing mind. You could barely beat them the first time they ran up to you. And now you are in their chambers with that many warriors around you, and with those 4 royal guards sitting close to the king, I would say, Kargulgan. You think you can rush there? You will run up to him like that? They will just let you keep running up to him? They will just let you keep waltzing to him? Because he looked around and sees and can confirm his friends are scared. They are scared shitless at this point. They are so terrified that they can't move a muscle. And he lost his mind. He decides to go fight the king himself. Are you crazy? Was he crazy? Like, you could barely fight them before. If it wasn't for Song Jinwoo that interfered to save you guys would have been a goner. You could barely take them on. And you see where the leader is sitting, and he has 4 royal guards with him. You think for some particular reason that they will allow you to get close to the king. You must be crazy. And because of his act, Kargulgan used his telekinesis, used his powers, his magician powers, on his ass, which is get hold of him, take him up, bring him down, take him up, like just keep slamming him. I guess he learned his lesson there, you know. So Song Ji was watching this, had enough of it, had to interfere. All right, Song Ji sees this, can't take it anymore. Song Ji had to interfere. And he kind of healed Kyuhon a little bit, and then he took over the battle. And before this happened anyway, the leader could sense that there is something about Song Ji-woo already. There is something about him. There is a mystery about him. And I think it could be one of the reasons why he wanted to bring them here. Now the fight starts. I'm a little bit disappointed, just a little bit disappointed on that fight, simply because what I was thinking was going to happen was, knowing that these guys are very organized, they are very organized soldiers, and they have military discipline, they have all of this in their community or in their society, that they will have a situation where the fighters, the hunters, are going to fight one of them one by one. I thought it was going to be a little tournament there. Or I thought that the Kagogan will fight Song Jiwoo one-on-one, fist-to-fist first. And when he sees he can't win, then he's going to tell all his guards and all his soldiers to attack all at once. And that will cause an uproar, and then we'll get the fight that we got the way it happened. I thought that was going to happen. I thought Kagogan will fight Sung Jiwoo one-on-one. No magic, nothing, fist-to-fist to see how strong they are. But it didn't go that way. I'm not going to say that I'm upset the way it went down. The way it went down was pretty good. Because as soon as Sung Jiwoo saved Kyuhan, he knew what he must do at this point. That, first of all, Kagogan will not play fair, obviously. And he understood that there's no other way to settle the scores. Because, first of all, in order for us to get out of here, Kagogan will have to be defeated. So he understood it too well. In order for us to get out of this dungeon, the boss must be defeated. So Sung Jiwoo took it upon himself to now unleash his armies to show the king, let's get it on. Let's fight. And Kagogan sees this and like, oh, okay. So you have one of you. So there is one of you here who thinks that he can match me in terms of magic, in terms of prowess, in terms of overall fighting ability. And then the fight starts. And as they're fighting, orc armies kept coming in to fight. And Sung Jiwoo made sure to defend the hunters. He tells them to step out of the premises, like go in a safe distance so that I can take these guys on. And the fight was so well done. I would say that episode 6 should be one of top 2 episodes of this season. It has to rank up there. It definitely will have to be one of the top episodes right now on Solo Leveling Season 2. And as the fight goes on, as the fight continues, Kagogan sees that his ability, his magic cannot overpower Sung Jiwoo. He decides to increase his size to step on Sung Jiwoo, and it ain't happening. While this is going on, Chahi has entered into the dungeon. She has entered into the portal, fought a couple of orcs there, defeated them, and at this point, the Hunter Association has made their way, followed Chahi inside the portal, and Sung Jiwoo and Kagogan continue to fight. Kagogan, being a giant or increasing his size, didn't make things better for him. He actually made him more vulnerable, because the bigger he is, which means when Sung Jino attacks, he can definitely get to him. And there was a point where Sung Jiwoo's ability started running out, because Kagogan noticed that the more I attack your soldiers, the more it's depleting your energy, the more it's depleting your it's depleting your ability to continue to summon them, because Sung Jinos told him you can defeat them all they want, but they can infinitely keep coming back. So Kagagan, being a magician and understanding what Sun Jinwoo is doing, decided to kept attacking them, attacking his armies. And the more he attacked Sung Jinwoo's armies, the more it's depleting his energy, the more it's depleting his resource energy. And Sung Jinwoo decides to, you know what, to drink some type of energy boost or whatever. So as the fight went on, obviously, Sung Jinwoo, being good at what he does, using his merge to deflect some of Kagagan's ability. Along the line, you can see that Chahi has made it there. The Hunters Association team that the chairman sent to go investigate what is going on as well has made it. Now everybody's watching Sung Ji-woo fight Kagagan. Sung Ji-woo all this time has been wanting to keep his identity or his powers at bay. He doesn't want anyone to know about it. At least the ones that fights with him that knows about it will probably keep their mouth shut because he saved them. But at this point, everybody can see what is going on. Jahi is watching now, watching how Sung Ji-woo fight. The Hunter Association members are watching, everybody's watching. And in the end, Sung Ji-woo defeated Kagagan. And along the line as well, Sung Ji-woo now was able to resurrect some of Kagagan's men to fight Kagagan, which insulted Kagagan, which really got him angry. And he ended up being his men that were resurrected that led to his demise. Because after that, I think his head was cut off. And Sung Ji-woo didn't really remember his name when he resurrected him, when he said rise, and Kagagan. And let me tell you guys this, the whole time I was watching this, while I was watching this fight, the whole time when I am looking at this fight and I'm seeing how strong Kagagan is with his magic, and I know how strong his orc warriors are. In my head, if you go and watch the reaction, I was saying, oh my goodness, should Sung Ji-woo defeat Kagagan and his men and tells them to arise and they start fighting for him? Sung Ji-woo is already OP as AF. If he defeats Kagagan and his men and subjugates them to his will, I don't think anybody can touch Sung Ji-woo at that point. Like at this point, he is so OP to a point where he can literally chill while his warriors fight for him. You talk about Igris, you talk about Tank, you talk about now Kagagan. Those three alone, don't forget, Igris comes with his own warrior. Oh, let's not forget the bear, the ice bear. The ice bear, Tank, Kagagan, and Igris. These four warriors has their soldiers. And let's not forget as well, the ice elf, I don't think he was able to resurrect him. I'm not sure. You can let me know in the comment box or the chat box if Sung Ji-woo resurrected the ice elf, Karuga. I'm not sure now. But he took something from him, right? So these four generals or these four fighters have their subordinates, has their own warriors. The Ice Bear and his warriors, Kagagan and his warriors, Igris and his warriors, and what's the other one? Tank or something. I think his name was Tank. I don't know. Now, Sung Ji-woo at this point is almost untouchable. I'm not sure if he's gonna run into anybody that will give him a run for his money. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. Of course, this is just my speculation until he meets somebody that will give him a run for his money. Now, with that being said, His father, let me, what's his name? Sung something. 1 second. His father, Sung Hon, looks like a beast himself. Although we did not get to see how he mopped the floor with Hon Doksu, which I'm still hoping that they're going to show us how Sung Hon, Sung Jiwoo's father, mopped the floor with Hon Dongsu. I would like to see how he was able to mop the floor with him. And let's not forget, Cha Hee is also strong, although we haven't really seen her fight yet. But Sung Ji-woo acknowledged her the first time they run into, like he literally run into her. And then we see the chairman of the Hunters Association, Sung Ji-woo, acknowledged him that this man has been through so much battles. You can definitely tell that he is super strong. I mean, he's not the head of Hunters Association for no reason. That title is not just for show. There's a reason why. He even wanted to join Sung Ji-woo on his conquest to better himself. He told Sung Ji-woo, if I was 20 years younger or 25 years younger, I would have joined you in this conquest of yours. And then the Hunters Association came to help Sung Ji-woo and everyone get out of the dungeon, which I called it out that it must be the chairman that sent these agents to make sure that Sung Ji-woo gets out there alive to protect him at all costs. And I think the interaction the chairman had with Sung Ji-woo helped Sung Ji-woo in a way that he still doesn't understand it just yet. His honesty with the chairman, his truthfulness with the chairman, and chairman recognizing him as a responsible personnel that doesn't want money right now but wants to or is loyal to his family. He gave a certain respect to both parties, and both parties has respect for each other. And the chairman is doing whatever he can to keep Sung Ji-woo safe and to still classify his information, because the chairman understands that if a lot of people, there are a lot of factors of hunters personnel out there. If they know about Sung Ji-woo, they will do everything within their means to get them to join one of them. And the chairman did say, should you join one of them with your level of skill, it's going to decrupt, it's going to hurt the factors. That was the reason why he requested Sung Ji-woo to come join them. Because if he joins any of these factors, the way these factors are at this point, it is leveled. But if he joins one of them, it will decrupt the factors or the factions that are out there. So he's making sure to keep Sung Ji-woo's details, his information at bay, to classify it so that only few people will know about it. Now, there was a point on the episode that we see Cho Jung-hee asks one of his subordinates if Sung Ji-woo is stronger than him. At that point, I'm like, talk about ego, talk about narcissistic personality. You know, he wants his subordinate to tell him between him and Sung Ji-woo who is stronger now, and I think that may create an animosity between them. Already, he stuck out his hand to I think, was it episode 4 or something, when he met Sung Ji-woo, and Sung Ji-woo dissed him, kinda. Sung Ji-woo ignored him and walked away from him. and now he's hearing that Sung Ji-woo's powers is doing splendidly well. So I think that's going to create an animosity between him and Sung Ji-woo. I'm not sure if that will lead to a fight in the future or not. I don't know. So that's about all the animes of this week. The analysis of this week. EVlog Anime Analysis Episode 2. Now let me go to the comment box to see what you guys are saying over there. All right, Jamie, please look into it. Thanks. Final Fantasy 16 is about 35 hours long. What more can Daima do with 3 episodes left? I wonder what form Goku would unlock with the third eye, or Vegeta as matter of fact Piccolo as well. Though Goku and Vegeta would make Majin Do and Majin Ku remember what happened on Earth. Okay. Now, if you guys have any further questions, please throw it at your boy. Please bring it. If you have any other questions, if you want to add your perspective on what happened, whether on Dragon Ball Daima, which I talked about extensively already, Rurouni Kenshin, Windbreaker, or Solo Leveling, if you have any take on it, if you have any questions other than what I talked about, please let me know. If you have any question on fitness, okay, should you have any question on fitness, bring it. Throw it at your boy. And let me see here. For Hunter x Hunter, Jim said to do a live stream on it. I think that may be the next one. I may talk about Hunter x Hunter. I'm not sure which fight I'm going to do. I'm going to think about it. If you have any ideas, let me know. Whether on the chat box or even when the stream ends, you can comment on the comment section and let me know who or which fight would you like to see, or which fight would you like me to do for Hunter x Hunter. Love One Piece forever. So Final Fantasy, I can get it through OS, Windows, Linux, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Nintendo Switch, Xbox. So it's everywhere. All right. Since you and Jamie are for this Final Fantasy, I will look into it then, and we'll see how it goes. I have PS5 console, and I don't play it as much, but since you guys have recommended it, I've never played a Final Fantasy game ever before, so I'm not sure if it. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I've never played Final Fantasy game ever, so if I'm gonna play this game, this Final Fantasy 16, please don't shit on me if I don't know how to do anything, because Final Fantasy 16, that means there is number 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, so all the way to 16. So I don't know the story. I don't know much about Final Fantasy. So if I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it as a newbie who just came into the genre. Okay? I've never played any Final Fantasy game ever. I have heard that they existed, but I've never played it. And I know one of the reasons why you guys want me to play it is because it has, I think someone says it has reference from Dragon Ball, right? I'm not sure if it was Gemily that said it, or was it One Piece Forever that says he has Dragon Ball reference. Yeah, it's Gemily that said it. Dragon Ball Z reference in it. All right. I will see. Maybe I'll see how that is going to go next week. If I'm gonna get the game, make it available in my PS5 console, and play it next week, this coming week, maybe on Saturday. It has to, because it has to be either Saturday or Sunday. Sunday I do reviews, so it might be on Saturday. I'm gonna look into it. So now it has come down to either do a live stream on Hunter x Hunter or Dragon Ball GT or play Final Fantasy 16. So that's where it has come down to. And since you and Jamily recommended, I just hope that there is no copyright. If there's not going to be any copyright involved, I'm definitely going to do it. Okay, Gemly said Final Fantasy 16 is a completely different story by itself. Okay, then that will help. But even though it's a completely different story by itself, I believe that it's still going to have attributes from the other Final Fantasies. Like, you know what I mean? Wouldn't it have attributes from the previous Final Fantasies? Because it is Final Fantasy we're talking about. So even though it is a different storyline itself, it's still going to have attributes, weaponry, how to fight. Like if you tell me right now to play Devil May Cry, I have been a huge fan of Devil May Cry, even though they created a new story of Devil May Cry, but they will still have the same attributes from the previous Devil May Cry, right? I'm a big Devil May Cry fan. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. So the new Resident Evil, the remake of Resident Evil 4, due to the fact I have been a Resident Evil fan, I know how the enemy works. I know how they attack. And so it's still, but either way, it's all good. It's all good. I'll look into it, and if possible, I might do it this coming Saturday instead of doing a live stream on Hunter x Hunter, because I've been thinking of doing something about Hunter x Hunter. By the way, if you're following me on Rumble, if you're not following me on Rumble, please check out my Rumble channel. It's linked with this channel. I'm still doing Hunter x Hunter, and I think there is maybe 8 episodes or 9 episodes left where I'm almost done with Hunter x Hunter. And when I'm done with Hunter x Hunter on Rumble, I will see if I'm going to do another anime. And if you guys want me to post Dragon Ball Daima on Rumble, where you can actually hear the volume, right, where I will add the volume of the anime, yeah, I can do that as well. Whether if it is Dragon Ball Daima, Solo Leveling, any anime that I have done in the past that you would like me to post on Rumble that will include the volume, I will do that. I'm thinking of, after doing Hunter x Hunter, I will do Kengen Ashura, Season 1 and Season 2. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But Hunter x Hunter, when I went back, when I posted episode, what episode was it? The episode where Gon fights Pito. When I watched it, because I went back and I watched it, it gave me so much flashback, man. Because I remember during that time, during that period when I posted it, it was hot when I posted those episodes, the 3 episodes. And watching it again gave me so much flashback, and it even made me love Hunter x Hunter more. What a masterpiece that fight was. If not just the fight, from the beginning of the episode, from the beginning of the first episode all the way till the end. Such a masterpiece. Chimera Ants on Hunter x Hunter was what put it in the map. was exactly what put Hunter x Hunter on the map. Chimera Ant's arc was amazing. It was definitely amazing. And I'm hoping that we will eventually get Hunter x Hunter continuation because I believe it is well overdue. Um, the original Hunter x Hunter version came out around, I believe it was 1990 something. And then they did a remake where they improved the animation, which was Hunter x Hunter 2011, which is the one everybody will probably watch. Not the old one, but the recent one, Hunter x Hunter 2011. And there was a movie on Hunter x Hunter that did came out at some point. I didn't get to watch it. Somehow, some way, that movie eluded me. Let me check. What was it again, Hunter? Let me check what movie it was again. 1 second. Yeah, it's called Hunter x Hunter: The Last Mission. (2013). There's one called Phantom Rogue that came out 2013. Was it the last one? No, I don't. I think there was another one. I don't know. There's a movie on Hunter x Hunter. The movie eluded me. I think it came out. I forgot exactly when that movie came out. 1 second. Is it the one that I'm talking about though? 2013? The Last Mission? I think that was the last Hunter x Hunter movie, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it? 1 second. Yeah, The Last Mission. That's what it's called. It's 1 hour and 38 minutes. I've never seen that movie. Maybe one of these days I might react to it, because I would like to see it. He eluded me. So, ladies and gentlemen, guys, let me know if you have any other input on the reviews. Once again, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to keep the stream going, please let me know if you want to keep the stream going. If you want to keep it going, bring your questions, bring your topics, bring your analogies. Shout out to Jamily once again. Jamily threw $49.99 at your boy. Jamily is legendary on Super Chat. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Jamily. For Hunter x Hunter, you can talk about the old man that fought the king of the ants. I don't know. I don't think Gon in adult form can beat him. He has the potential, but the old man is really strong. Also, Killua's dad and Silver Zodiac. So, when you say the king of the ants, you mean Netero. So, Netero, adult Gon versus Netero, is that what you're referring to? Adult gun versus natural. That could be a possibility. That will actually be a good topic too. Adult gun versus natural. That will be interesting. And if you talk about Zeno, which is Kilaue's grandfather, and Silva, which is Kilaue's father, who would win? The king of the ants is Miriam, so you mean to talk about Gon versus Miriam then? Gon versus Miriam? Is that what you're talking about? Adult Gon versus Miriam? Or you're talking about Miriam versus. Okay, the old man is natural. I get that. Are you talking about Miriam versus Netro to do a breakdown on the fight? Adult Gun versus Netro. Okay. Hmm. You want me to talk about it now, or you want me to talk about it some other time to make it more of a main topic on a different stream? Okay, sure. I'll talk about it another time. It might not be next week because I'm gonna inquire on this um, Final Fantasy 16. Because when I'm done doing the live stream today, I'm gonna finish watching Windbreaker, and I'm gonna inquire on this Final Fantasy 16 thing. And once I download it, because I don't have the disc. My console is not the disc; is the digital PS5. So once I download it, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna do it fresh off the start, so that you guys and myself will get the experience of starting this game. That's if I would do it next week. If not, then I would talk about Adult Gun versus Nitro. I did, yeah, Adult Gun versus Nitro. Because on the last stream that I did yesterday, I talked about Adult Gun versus Miriam, who would win in a fight. So, yeah, we'll see. At least now I have a couple of topics to talk about. Dragon Ball GT, you know, it was a good show, and there are a couple of good fights out of Dragon Ball GT, and to put Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan Blue, who would win in a fight? That would be a good topic. Um, to put Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who would win in a fight? So for Final Fantasy 16, you don't need to play the DLC. I wanted to let you know, just in case. You see, that's the reason I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. When you talk about DLC, what do you mean? Let me type it up. Final Fantasy. For someone who is for someone who is a newbie on Dragon Ball Daima, I mean sorry, on Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy genre, I'm not sure I know what you mean by DLC. Oh yes, definitely. Dragon Ball Daima made everybody, not just you. And if you notice while I was talking, I did mention it that GT gave us a better fight than Daima. Okay. I don't need to play the extra content. All right. Yeah, I mean, so long as there are no copyrights, so long as there are no copyrights involved, I don't mind and I will not mind playing it. Now, guys, if you're watching the live stream, please like the video. Please like the video, man. Like the video. There's only 2 likes here. Only 2 likes. Yeah, so long as there are no copyrights, hey, I'm good. You know, because the last thing I want is copyright playing video games. It's also another reason why I don't play video games too, you know. I'm sure Dragon Ball Daima made everybody who didn't like GT appreciate GT. It will actually make, I'm not sure if that was a business move, you know. It could also be a business move that they did. Whether if it is a business move or not, it made everybody appreciate GT, and people who have not seen GT will now want to go and watch GT, and people who watched GT before will have more appreciation for Dragon Ball GT and will even go and revisit it, right? They will go and revisit Dragon Ball GT because Daima messed a lot of things up. Although they gave us good information, but he messed a lot of things up for the audience. DLC, extra content. I mean, I'm not sure about what DLC, what is all about, the extra content, but when I do download it, I will see how things goes. Once I download it, I'm not gonna touch it until when I decide to play it next week, if possible. So it's really interesting. Where are my other audience, man? Where are the audience? I have 23,000 plus people on this channel. Where are they? Because I know some people don't like live stream stuff. I don't know why they don't. You can actually conversate with uh, your favorite um, your favorite YouTuber. So why are they not coming up to the live stream? Or are they ninja watching? Are they ninja watching the live stream or something? Or are they waiting for the live stream to be over? Where are my audience? Either way, wherever they are, I hope other people that were unable to come to the live stream, I hope if you watch this video when it's done, please support the channel and please, if you haven't hit the notification bell, please hit the notification bell so that when I go live, you'll be notified, because I know there is a lot of people that will watch this after it's done and they're going to be wondering, how come I don't get notified? How come I don't get notifications? How come I missed this live stream? this, that, and that. Please hit the notification bell button so that when I go live, you will be notified. Because I see the other streams that I've done, it's been like, more people are viewing it, more people are watching it, but they were not available when the live stream was going on. Like I said, I always try to give you guys value for your support in any way, shape, or form. I'm always here. When I come live, if you have any question on your fitness lifestyle, if you want to discuss it, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Come and have that conversation with me. I'm waiting for the day one of you guys will come live and ask me fitness questions. And if you want to call in, I'm not sure if you guys want that. If you want to call in, whether through Discord or Zoom, I can make that happen. Okay? If you guys want to talk to me over, because I know typing, some people don't want to do all that typing stuff on the chat. But if you want to call in, I can make that happen. I can install Zoom and we can have a Zoom chat live. Either through Discord, you can call in through Discord and we can talk about it. Because if you're going to talk about your fitness situation, I think typing it will be very, very long to give you a detailed information. Because I'm talking and you'll be typing. I don't think that is too fair on your end. So if you want to talk to me live through Zoom or through Discord, you can definitely do that. I don't mind. If you guys know a better way to have someone call in and give their perspective on what they think, whether if it is on the review that I'm doing or whatever I'm doing, or on they want to talk about their fitness lifestyle and how they can improve it, and they want me to chime in on what they can do to improve it, you can call in. I don't mind. I don't mind talking to you. My old channel, it seems like you are probably, generally, it seems like you are a true fan and you're a hardcore fan of mine. My old channel, I lost it due to copyright situations. That's the reason why I don't add volume when I'm watching anime. I remove the volume. But before, if you go to Rumble and watch my latest content on Hunter x Hunter, that's how I used to do my content before. I will bring my own music to detour the music the main music from the main anime. I will put my own music in so that way their music will not give me a copyright. That's how I used to do it back then. And at one point that became a problem. So what I started doing was I will cut it up, do an editing on the episodes, and still add my own music under it. But that wasn't enough. It didn't do the job. So along the line, I lost my old channel. I created another one and I started doing the editing part, putting my own music, and I lost that one too. So when I created this one, I decided, you know what? I'm sick and tired of having copyrights here and there. I'm going to remove the volumes from now on while I watch my anime reactions. And ever since I created this particular channel, I no longer add the anime volume in my anime reactions. I remove it so that because I don't want problems. I know it's hurting me in some way, shape, or form, because the views I would have gotten if there is volume on it would be more, obviously. But because people don't hear it, hey, as long as I don't get copyright, I just don't want trouble, because I don't know how other channels do it, because I still see some channels that will have the volumes in there, and I wonder, how are they getting away with it? How are they able to get away with it? How are they able to bypass the copyright? I don't know, man. I just try to avoid problems, because that copyright bullshit is just, is just annoying. It's annoying, man. It's really annoying. So I try to avoid it by removing volume on the animes that I watch. So you just see it, but you don't hear it. But my old channel was doing very good. It was it was a masterpiece of its own, the amount of work I was able to put in it. It was doing pretty good back then. Yep. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was back then, man. It was awesome back then. Back then, what I still have a couple of reaction from Broly movie on my channel, but back then, when Dragon Ball Super came out, I was also one of the reactors. Um, it was when I think it was 2018 or 2019 when Dragon Ball Super came out. The whole Dragon Ball community was so elated. They were so happy. It was a big thing, man. When Dragon Ball Super came back, it was a huge thing. And I was part of the reactors that reacted on it, that reacted to it back then. It was awesome, man. I can't wait for it to make its comeback. You know, I heard that Dragon Ball Daima Pro Gamer, how's it going? I heard that Dragon Ball Super, the manga, is gonna continue sometime this year, but there's nothing so far on Dragon Ball Super making its comeback in terms of the anime coming back again. I don't know if it's gonna come back this year. I super doubt it. Hopefully next year, but we'll see. My reaction on Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was awesome. The fight scenes, because I started watching it when it came out. I downloaded it. I started watching it. And when it came to the fight, I'm like, you know what? I need to stop. I need to do a reaction on the fights, right? So when I watched it, all I showed was the fight itself, not the other stuff that happened, like Frieza destroying Planet Vegeta, or before then, go, what's his name? Goku's father, um, and his mother sent Goku away before that happened. Um, and everything that happened before that, I didn't show it. I just showed the fights. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was awesome. The music that I put in there from the beginning of the fight till the end, especially the end where Gogeta was fighting Broly, that music was masterpiece. That music, it brought a different perspective. It brought a different light to that fight. And the music that I put in the beginning when Vegeta started fighting Broly, it brought a different light into it. When Goku started transforming into Super Saiyan Blue to fight Broly, the music that I put in it, it brought a different light. When Broly started to transform into Super Saiyan after Frieza killed his father, Paragas, the music that I put in there, it brought a different light to it. Yeah, thanks, man. I still have that shirt. I still have that shirt. That shirt is still available. I still have it. I haven't worn it in a long, long time. I think the last time I wore that Vegeta shirt was when I reacted to Dragon Ball Superhero. That was the last time I think I put on that shirt. But I still have that shirt. And I remember when I did react to Dragon Ball Super when Super came back, I wore that shirt on most of the episode that I reacted to. I wore that shirt. That shirt is awesome. I still have it. I'm waiting for Dragon Ball Super to come back. Once Dragon Ball Super comes back, I will bring that shirt out. Or maybe, now that you mention it, I might wear it on the next Dragon Ball Daima episode, or I will wear it on the next live stream I'm going to do. What do you guys think? I still have that shirt. Yeah, the reason why I haven't worn that shirt was because, looking at how Daima is going, I wasn't really super pleased with it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not yet time. I wore Goku's shirt on the last Dragon Ball Daima episode. If you watched it, I wore Goku's shirt. Yeah, I wore the Goku shirt on the 17th episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Um, that shirt is too tight on me right now. The Goku shirt is pretty tight on me. I've added size, and sometimes the camera that I have, I don't think it shows how big I am. I think you guys get to see how big I am actually when I do my TikTok stuff, when I do my fitness training stuff, like when I do my Instagram stuff, when I actually show my fitness stuff. I think that's when you guys get to see how big I am actually. The camera that I used to use back then when I reacted to Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, it was tweaked a little different. The camera I'm using now is a little different, The setting is a little different. I don't think he actually shows how big I am. I'm sure you guys can see it, but not really. You only get to see it when you go to my TikTok channel or my Instagram. That's where I show my fitness stuff. That's where I show my martial arts stuff that I do. Um, yeah, that was another one that I have. Yes, I have two Goku shirts. Actually, yeah, I have two Goku shirts. One, the one that I wear on the 17th episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and the other one, it's orange, and it had the exact layout of Goku's drawing. Like they have the exact layout of Goku's outfit. Like the blue stuff that he ties on his side waist and his blue his blue stuff that he has. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. And I also have another Dragon Ball shirt that has the face of Zamatsu, fused Zamatsu, Goku Black on it. Yeah. The two Goku shirt, the orange ones, are too small on me right now. Like when I wear it, it's so tight. If you watch Dragon Ball Daima episode 17, you can literally see how tight that shirt really is on me. It's really tight. It's really, really tight. And the other one too that has Goku's drawing and the thing and the blue stuff, his blue stuff he wears underneath, is tight. But I think I might wear it on the next episode on Dragon Ball Daima. And the Vegeta shirt, I think I'm gonna hold that off for now until Dragon Ball Super comes back, or I will try and get another one. Because if you pay attention to Vegeta's suit, his battle suit is a little different compared to the one he had on Dragon Ball Z. So I think I might try and get his original, like the one he has on now, that version. I think I'm due for those things. And that's the reason why, I appreciate the support you guys are, the love and support you're sharing on the live streams by using Super Chat. It really helps me out a lot. And if you guys pay attention to what I'm doing, I continue to bring new stuff, new perspective, whether if it is before I go live, I play the new, how do I put it? While I get ready to come live, there's this video that plays on Dragon Ball characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Beerus, Frieza, Go Trunks. All those stuff, it's editing, and I pay for those software. So whichever the love you guys give me, I try to return it back as well in any way, because I know Dragon Ball fans or any anime fans will appreciate those little things. And those little things that I do, it costs money to do them because it requires editing software and I pay for it. So the love you guys show me, I always try to bring it back or show it back, whether by doing little things, whether by doing a new intro. I'm so glad that I was able to put an intro together of Dragon Ball, like a real Dragon Ball opening. I'm glad that I did that. Like those little, new intro equipment, maybe poster. I'm really looking into Dragon Ball, a new Dragon Ball poster. And while I'm live with you guys right now, I took a screenshot of a couple of them because I researched on the new metal poster, because the poster that I have here, these ones, like I said before, these are metal. It is engraved in metal. It never ruins. The metal keeps it the way it is and it doesn't get ruined. But the Dragon Ball poster that I have, those are posters, like normal posters that I framed. So I did do a research, and there are a couple of Dragon Ball posters that I have seen, and I wanted to show it to you guys. Actually, you know what? Let me do something different. Let me show you guys right now. 1 second. I'm going to show you guys I have a couple of designs. I have a couple of designs that I have seen. And I will share it with you guys right now. And whether you watch this live stream now or whether you watch it after, you can either post your thoughts, because this is happening, guys. I'm looking for a new Dragon Ball Super poster, and I've gotten a couple in my head and a couple that I'm looking at right now, which I will share it with you guys. So give me a moment. So here it is. These are the ones that I have found. This is a website where I shop my metal posters. Okay. And so this is Goku, Ultra Instincts Goku. I hope you guys have seen what I'm seeing. If you're seeing what I'm seeing, please let me know on the chat. Chat, if you see what I see, please let me know on the chat. So this is Dragon Ball Super Goku's poster. And the amount that it comes in levels. Normal, like I get large and the price increases based on the size that you want the poster to be, right? And also, if you add, if you want it framed, the one that I have for Hunter x Hunter, this one here, Hunter x Hunter, it's framed, it's metal framed, right? The one that I have on Ichigo, Visor's poster, is also framed, metal framed. The one for with All Might's, the one behind me, that one is not framed, but it's still metal. So based on how much you want the poster to be, like based on how protected you want the poster to be, if you add frame, it increases the amount. You know, if you add frame, the more you add frame, like the frame, if you want it to be framed, it looks pretty good with the frame. The more the price increases, you know. So this is one. Let's go back. So there is Vegeta, that is Goku here. Like, you know, it has different collections of Dragon Ball poster. So since you guys have seen this website, it's called Displate Metal Posters. That's the website. You can literally scroll and you see different versions of Dragon Ball Super, different amazing posters. It's even hard for me to pick one. I kind of like this one right here. This one with Frieza and Saiyans. You know, knowing how much Frieza hates Saiyans, you see his normal version there, and you see Goku and Vegeta. That looks pretty good. So I buy them large, not XL, but I buy large. The ones that are here are large. Looks pretty nice. So I can go back and show you some more posters. Oh man, look at, okay, do you guys, I'm sure this one, you guys remember this poster, right? It's called Future Trunks Saga. I'm sure you guys are getting flashbacks just now, don't you? Right? I'm sure you all are getting flashbacks right now, don't you? I'm sure you guys now know that this poster looks very familiar, don't you? This poster right here is exactly the one that I have, but in metal version. I think I might end up getting this because I love it actually. Goku Black, and then the Saiyans. This is the exact one that I have, but in metal version of it. Awesome. So let's keep going. Wait, let me go back. Go back a little. They give you different varieties of posters, man. It is awesome. There's one here from Universe 6, Kale, Khalifu, and what's his name again? I forgot his name for some reason. This one, Jiren, Vegeta, Goku. You know, they give you different varieties of posters. This looks pretty good too. And this one. So there you have it. You get different versions of posters, different drawings and all that stuff. So that's where I get my posters from. Yeah, All Might is awesome. That poster, I still have it. It's behind me here. And from time to time, I like switching posters sometimes, but it's just that right now with Dragon Ball poster that I have, it's not really good. I know you guys can't see it, but I can see it. But it's not looking good right now. So yeah, man. Happy Sunday to you, to each and every one of you. Happy Sunday. And today, just like last week Sunday, we hit the goal, the super chat goal. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. Much appreciated for your support. And yeah, for the posters, I'm looking into it due to the fact that they have a lot of varieties. I'm taking my time to um, see the one that I will be ordering, but I will be ordering it sooner or later. So one of these days, you guys will come live or watch one of my videos, and you see a new poster of Dragon Ball Super up here. Oh, now that you mention it, DBZ Broly. Let me look into that. Let me show you. Actually, let's go back. Let me check. Let me check real quick. 1 second. What? I find it hard to believe that they have nothing on Broly. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Are you kidding me? There's nothing on Broly, man. How can they have it? Really? It's actually my first time looking into this. They don't have anything. They have nothing on Broly, yo. There is nothing on Broly. Why would they do Broly dirty like this? Not even on Super, nothing. Okay, I typed in Broly versus Goku. Let me see if something will show up. Absolutely nothing on Broly, guys. This is outrageous. I cannot believe this. Nothing on Broly. I don't know, man. They did Broly dirty right there, yo. They did Broly dirty. It's sad. It's sad, bro. They didn't do Broly well, man. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be now. If I wanna get something on Broly, I'm gonna have to look somewhere else. But the thing though, never even not even Kid Buu. The thing though is like they do quality stuff. If I look somewhere else, I'm not sure if it's going to be if it's gonna be engraved in a metal poster. I'm not sure if they do that. But the reason why I get stuff from them is because ever since I got all these posters here, the ones that are in metal, they've never broken down, no scratches on them. They are as good as the first day I got them because it's in metal. But anything else, I'm not sure if there is other companies that do metal posters just like this plate. I don't know. So we'll see. I might end up getting getting it from this plate because they have quality stuff. Really, really good quality stuff. And the colors, the details of it, the design, it is top notch. It's really, really good. So we've been streaming for 2 hours and 28 minutes, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. What was last week's hour time? Let me check. Anime Analysis Episode 1 was 3 hours and 20 minutes. Okay. And guys, I will also say once again that I am on my journey. Okay, EVlog is on his journey to reaching 50,000 followers, and I know I will not be able to get 50,000 followers without your support. So please, if you guys, for you guys that will watch this video or this live stream after, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on my journey to hit 50,000 followers. So your support is highly, highly appreciated and needed. Okay. Yeah, let me look into it. Let me look at Super Saiyan 3 Goku on that website. There is a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but it's not just one. It's not just Super Saiyan 3 alone. It's Super Saiyan 3 plus all versions of Goku, which is the base Goku. I can show you right now. The base Goku, the red Goku, Super Saiyan, the Super Saiyan 3 that there's no Super Saiyan 3 Goku alone so far, except these ones. Yeah, except these ones. Let me try Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Nope, nothing so far. Maybe for Vegeta it will take a while because Dragon Ball Daima, that episode 12, is recent. Maybe it will take time for that poster to be available here. But nothing on Super Saiyan 3 standalone Goku. Anyway. All right, fellas. It looks like nobody else is asking questions or contributing thus far except Gemily. Shout out to you once again, Gemily. Like I said, on the next stream, I'm going to try to get a sound bite or a sound so that anyone that use Super Chat to donate or to contribute to the channel, I will hit that button. Or I will play that sound to show my appreciation. Yeah, I think if there is no other questions, no other contribution with Super Chat or anything, I'm gonna end it for today. And I will be live again next week, Saturday, probably the same time, 4 p.m. after solo leveling. And on Sunday, I will do another review like I did today. The same time today, same time everything. Next week, Saturday, instead of, because I'm thinking of doing Hunter x Hunter topic or GT topic, but I think I'm going to look into this game you guys brought to my attention, Final Fantasy 16. I'll look into it. I will probably play it on Saturday at 4 p.m. So please, if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so that when I go live, you'll be notified. And once again, if you have any, because your health is key, ladies and gentlemen. Health is life. Health is wealth. As long as you're alive and you're healthy, you will have the room to live longer, to see people that you love, to really have a good time with people that you care about, and actually be a role model to help your loved ones should they be lacking in any way, shape, or form in their fitness lifestyle. I understand fitness is not everything. It doesn't mean that you will live longer. It doesn't mean that you will be healthy all the days of your life. but I believe it holds a significant impact on your health. So I want you guys to live longer. You can see as the years goes by, there are new animes that are coming out, new cars, new, like, the world is developing. Dragon Ball Super will probably come back either this year or next year or in 2 years from now. I want you to be healthy, to be in good conditions, to help to watch it and enjoy it. And also for you to pay it forward to the members of your family. Because it's sad when you're watching something that you love and you're not in the best shape of your life, or you may be hospitalized. May the Creator forbid that from happening. But I want you to be in good shape, in good health, in good standing, so that as the year goes by, you will still be in shape, you will still be in good condition to enjoy the good things life has to offer. And I am here, I keep saying it. If you have problems with your fitness lifestyle, if you want to improve yourself in any way, shape, or form, I'm here for you. I'm here to give value or to help you in any way that I can, because I'm paying it forward, and I'm hoping that if I help you, if you get the motivation that you need and you apply it in your life and it worked for you, please pass it on. Okay? Pass it to your family member, pass it to your friends, right? Stay healthy, stay safe, guys. It matters a lot. Not just for me, it matters to you and the members of your family too, So stay safe out there. Keep on keeping on. See you in the next live stream. Adios.